Hey you, do you own a Twitter account? If so, then you already know how time consuming it is to manage post each, let's say, hour or even more often, and your followers are demanding for your posts, tweets, often, regularly. If so, then I have a great solution for you that I will show you in this video. We'll find out how to automate Twitter tweets using ChatGPT Twitter API. It's completely free of charge, and instead of you, ChatGPT will generate the tweets and post them in your Twitter account. Therefore, you will always have tweets, which will bring you more followers, more engagements. If you are monetized, then more income. This video will be divided into parts, so click the part you are interested. What I'm about to show you is for your own personal use, and please don't abuse the system so that author creators that really don't have time to post something or want to attract more traffic to their Twitter account doesn't get banned, or the feature itself is not removed. So please use it as it's meant to used, and don't do any things that would abuse it and Twitter would remove the API, or make.com would remove something, or there will be some blockages. I didn't use it on my account, I used it on a test account, but today we will set it up so that it goes to my account, and we will have some tests to see how it works, because on the other account that I used, that's a company's account, and it worked perfectly. I got engagements and also views. So to start using it, firstly we need to go to make.com. As you can see, make.com is basically automation platform that provides automation for your flows. Basically, you can also use make.com for Instagram postings and for other their supported posting systems. As you can see, it has a pricing, and there's also a free usage. Free usage means 1000 operations a month. If we take a calculator and we, let's say, post each hour one tweet, that will be 24 tweets during the 24 hours, and let's increase it by 30, that will be 720 operations. Well, we have enough operations if we want to post it hourly, so we can go with the free. The login, the registration is also free of charge, no credit card or anything required, but I, for example, used Google login, therefore I used the Gmail to connect to it. Once you have logged in into make.com, you can go to templates, and here you will see your own all templates and also some already suggested scenarios, but we will gonna create our own scenario out of free and without any already preparations. If you, for example, select monthly payment or yearly payment, not use the free account, then you can faster grow your Twitter audience. As more you post, as better it is, but don't abuse Twitter or make.com. So to get started, let's click on create a new scenario. Once we are here, we'll see this dashboard where we can create our scenario. So once we are here, we will create 3 operations. First operation will be it will randomly select topic to post about. Secondly, it will generate a tweet, and third, it will post the tweet to the Twitter. I know it's called X, but for me it always will be Twitter with the beautiful blue bird. So let's click on the tools, select set variable. This will be the first thing in our workflow. Now let's drag it here and let's move our timer. This timer will be something that we'll set at the end, how often it should actually run. Now let's click on the tools and let's call it topic picker. It's going to run once, and now we need to add variables. Now let's click on the star, added, search for the added, and drag it in. Let's remove the last bracket as we will add it later. Now it's going to say that it's an array, so let's search empty array. Click and drag it. Everything's something that you can click and drag. Now let's click semicolon, and after that we can start adding our topics. So once we are at this stage, we need to think about the topics that we want the bot to write about, and the topics, basically you need to decide what's better for you. For example, I'm more into cybersecurity, DevOps, DevSecOps, as you understand from my channel, so I'm going to go to ChatGPT and ask for suggestions on the topics that ChatGPT will write about instead of me. Now once we are at ChatGPT, we are going to ask ChatGPT to give me a list of 20 topics that are related to cybersecurity. Basically, you need to specify the topics that you have selected, not like topics but niche, genre, so that ChatGPT can also help you in this one. And once we ask ChatGPT, this is new account in ChatGPT, therefore it has some laggy issues, but here we can see all the topics. Why I created a new ChatGPT account, I created specifically for this video to show you everything from the scratch, as I previously set up this automation and several things have been changed. The make.com also limits you a bit in these topics, so let's select 7. Well, for example, malware analyze, I like it. Let's put it in, add semicolon. Network security, adore it. Let's go for it as well. Actually, I like all those topics that ChatGPT just provided, but let's select few cryptographics. I like encryptions. Penetration testing, ethical hacking, also I like it. After each keyword that you add, you need to add a semicolon. Data privacy, this is the hottest topic currently. What more? Cloud security, have done a lot of those. Let's click it in. Web application security, hot topic. This will be great. And vulnerability management, also a great topic. And let's close it with the bracket. The bracket that we at the beginning removed. Now we are closing the array. So we have it done. Let's move forward. The more topics actually you add, the better it is. So I would suggest you to a bit experiment how much it will actually allow you to add those topics, because the more topics you have, the better it will look in Twitter, and the better it will look as you are posting, not a chatbot, because the less topics you have, the more botier it looks and the more understandable that it is not a human that is posting, that it is a bot. So to hide this one, experiment how many topics make.com will allow you to use. Basically, each time, if you've, let's say you now add 30 topics and you see this particular variable in our workflow fails, then you can go and just easily remove it and test it again. At the end of the video, we will test it and see how it goes. How many topics they will allow us to add in this particular tool. Now that we have done this part, we can go and click on OK. And let's drag this over to the main place so that it's connected. Because in some scenarios you can have some more workflows before it goes to the main one. Currently, let's move to the next step. Now we need to add our ChatGPT that will use topics from here and will generate us a tweet. So let's click here and now let's search for Open AI. It can take some time to search depending on your network speed and your device speed, because there's a lot of integrations that make.com actually offers. And this is not sponsored by make.com, this video. I'm just showing you the great tool, how you can automate your Twitter and gain more tweets, more followers, more interactions. It is a very great way. There will also be a video pretty soon about using make.com, how to automatically add comments to some tweets based on the genre and stuff like that. So let's click on OpenAI. And in this one, we will want to have, in this list, we now need to select create a completion. Now we need to connect with our ChatGPT account. As you can see, it requires us API key and organization ID. Here are the links already below where you can get this information. Let's go here, let's post it here. And here we are in the ChatGPT developers backend. Here we need to verify our phone number to have a possibility to create the API. I will do this off the camera and we'll get back to you once I have done this, because I don't want to show my phone number publicly, although it's not my real one. Once we have verified our phone number, it gives us out create a new security key, secret key. In this place I will write for make.com. I suggest that you keep your keys labeled in case the website gets breached or something goes wrong or you don't want to use their service. You just disable or revoke the key so that it doesn't use your, let's say, API of some sort or something like that, because in ChatGPT you also can have subscriptions, have credits, because they have like limits of, I think, 100,000 searches that you can do in ChatGPT, and you can go for newer modules as well, and you don't want some app that you don't use to actually do something. This is most common case of humans, that they don't revoke or change passwords or delete accounts of the apps or platforms that they're using. Therefore, in data leaks, someone gets access to other systems that are involved. So that's just security precaution. Now that we have marked it, we need to wait for ChatGPT to create everything. As we can see that ChatGPT has some issues today. But the same was with the phone number. When I tried to verify my phone number, At first it actually failed. Let me just refresh it. Create a new secret key for make. Let's try maybe call. Maybe it doesn't like the dot. Yep, looks like it. So here we have our new secret key. We can go put it in. Now we need to get our organization. Here's the link as well. That's very good that actually make.com provides this all links, because it's much easier for us to actually navigate. Let's save. We have personal organization, save. So it's now trying to authenticate, and it has successfully authenticated with ChatGPT. So make.com now can access our ChatGPT account, do the requests, get data using the API. This step is done. We will move now to the next part. Now we're going to leave selected module, create a chat completion, chat GPT module. In the model, I'm going to go with, well, in this it only allows me GPT 3.5 Turbo. In Water account it allows already 4, although I'm not a subscribed member. Also, I like to add a message. Use the role user, system, and for ChatGPT to actually feel like in the role, I like to add message content that you are a professional cybersecurity expert who does a lot of penetration testing, website scannings, vulnerability findings, and analysis. Also, you educate authors on DevOps, DevSecOps, system administration, and cybersecurity, and this is your Twitter profile. This is more so that ChatGPT fills in the role and can do more humanly topics in the Twitter, the posts, not like robotics, as the ChatGPT actually uses this one and feels like he is the actual expert and he is doing all those tweets, therefore he will do a much better quality job than without this information. Now that we have done that, now we need to add another item, a user input. This will be used for ChatGPT to create the prompts. Prompts we have created several times in the ChatGPT, asking questions and stuff like that. But now we need to create it so that it automatically, using our first, let me close this one, using our first provided keywords, creates the tweet inspiring on the message content. The role will be user. Now I'm saying to ChatGPT, craft a tweet that includes content related to this topic. Now we need to specify the array that will be used to create those tweets from those keywords. We could now add the topic picker inside and it would select the topic, but firstly we need to add first. Let's search for the first. Now, so that the topics are shuffled in a random order, let's search for shuffle. And now we can add our topic picker. Doesn't drag. Here it is. So basically, as you can see, first returns the first element of array. That it will take from the topic picker. And the shuffle randomly reorders elements of the array. And here is the topic picker. This one that we already have specified our topics that will be picked in the shuffle random order. Now that it's all done, I will also add some constraints. For example, you know, the ChatGPT, sometimes when we ask something to ChatGPT, for example, it will ask, craft a tweet that includes content related to the topic. From these topics, let's say cybersecurity, web page, analyst, something. You know, the ChatGPT sometimes gives back some unneeded stuff at the beginning and at the end of the response. So we don't want that. We just want to receive the tweet that will be automatically published inside our Twitter. Also, we don't want it to exceed 270 characters. Twitter was 280 or 285, I don't remember, but better to have it safe. Also, don't use quotation marks. I don't know why ChatGPT gives them in quotation marks, but we don't want them in tweets, because if each tweet generated by automatic bot will have quotation marks, then it will less see that it's created by user and be more understandable that it is a bot created content. And if people start recognizing it as a bot created content, then basically some people might actually unsubscribe from your Twitter followers list. Fourth, use 4 relevant hashtags in each tweet. And fifth will be, don't use the emojis. As I mentioned before, emojis, one emoji actually takes away several of text characters. Therefore, the tweet will be much shorter, and we don't want that. We actually want it to be 270 characters, including words, digits, and hashtags. Now that that is done, we can click on OK. And we need to do one more thing, is actually to post the tweet to the Twitter. Therefore, we will need to use Twitter API. To do that, let's click on here, add another module. Let's search for Twitter. I'm actually surprised that in 2024 they haven't changed their name to the X inside this platform, but okay. And now we need to use the Twitter. And here we need create a tweet. As you can see, there are varieties of options that can be used. And well, this time we are creating tweet. In some future video, I will also create how to create likes and add comments as well. So now we need to create a connection, API connection to the Twitter. And it wants us client ID and client secret. This is the trickiest part because there's a bit outdated information as well about how to connect, but I will show you the precise way how to connect the API, because when I was setting up for the first account, I needed a bit more time because I was struggling with it, as straight away out of the box it doesn't work, because Twitter out 2.0 has changed some things. Therefore you need to do something manually a bit, but I will show you that in a moment. Now we need to move to the Twitter to actually start creating what we need. Now that we have done this far, we can go to Twitter, hover over to developer.twitter.com. It can ask you to log in if you haven't. If you're going for the first time, it can ask you to describe what is your project, why you want to use the API. The approval is automatic, and therefore everything happens automatically. Here we can see that the Twitter has 4 now subscription types. Enterprise, there's no monthly fee written, therefore you need to contact them directly. There's the free pro feature that allows you to write 1 million posts per month. Also 300 posts per month posting limit to app level. 3 app IDs, login with X that costs 5,000 American dollars. There's the basic one that also uses the V2 endpoint. It allows you to post 3,000 posts per month, that's the limit, 50,000 post month posting limit on the app level, 10,000 posts per month, read limit rate cap, $100. And here is the free one that we will be using. So basically you have the same V2 access, posting media and endpoint, 1,500 posts per month, perfectly. Make.com allows us 1,000 if I'm not mistaken, one app ID, login, and free. Okay, let's get started. We don't want any of this. Don't click by accident. Click sign up for free account. Now it asks us to describe why we want to use the Twitter API. Here you need to write some description. You need to click these all so that they don't come and poke you. I will do this off camera and be back once I have finished describing the need. So once we have done that, Twitter or X by default creates us a default project. As you can see, even in their website name, they still use Twitter instead of X. But let's remove this project, as we will anyhow need to create it from this scratch. Only now they're forcing us to write that name, but I will copy it because I don't want to write it. Okay, it's a different name. Never mind. They want us to go through all this torture. I know it's for security reasons so that you don't delete something by accident, but come on, you could add some, I don't know, captcha or something else so that it's more easier for users. But well, it's Twitter. This one also will delete this project, and it's done. Now we need to create a completely new endpoint. Let's create a new endpoint. Project name will be make.com API. You can specify any project name. Use. This will be for making a bot. Next. Description. Description will be short to inform other users about security, about the security. I think that will be enough for it. App name. Again, I will specify make.com. Oh, it's already taken. Okay. Let me then create my username. It will allow. Perfect. It didn't have. Here we have all the keys that we can copy, and that we actually need them copy. But don't worry, these are just demo keys, as afterwards I will delete everything and recreate it from the scratch with the keys that are not shown here. Let's go to the app setting and set up permissions. It will have read and write permissions, and here we need to specify our callback URL. The callback URL will be listed down in the description, also in my blog. And we need to specify website URL. Here we go. And doesn't allow us to save. Why? This will be public. No, automated. Yep, now it allows to save. Yes, yes. And here is new client IDs that we will use in make.com. Maybe I will blur them out in the video, but we'll see. So YouTube, this is not a something that you can scream on me about, because once I did a setup on custom tool that generates automatically username and password, and YouTube blocked my video. So Let's save it. It now asks us to authenticate. Yes. It opens us this beautiful window and asks us to authorize our request. And the authorization is complete, so we see it's now done. Now that we are connected to the Twitter, we need to add some content. Let me expose everything. And here we will add content. What is content? Content is what is generated here. Basically, from the keywords in these tools, ChatGPT generated the content, and now we are posting the content to the Twitter. And okay, and now we can see that we have successfully created a Twitter bot that, based on the topics using ChatGPT, is generating for us a content that is automatically published inside the Twitter. Now we can click on Run Once to test it. As you can see, all steps have been successful. Let's go to the Twitter. It loads up. Let's go to my account, and here we see network security is a backbone of robust security. For some reasons it used the quotation marks that I specifically told it not to do. Well, sometimes maybe it's too picky. Let's maybe try to put some spaces. Maybe it didn't like that. And let's generate one more. Well, now Twitter didn't like something. Maybe it's because too often we have done generation. Yep, now it went through. Let's click on refresh. And it still didn't like it. It's still a bit not friendly. Okay, let's remove the spaces I put. If for some reason you have those quotation marks, then you can go into the ChatGPT module, try adding spaces here, try running it again. It will like give you the same quotation marks and emojis, remove the spaces, and in the next run it already loses the quotation marks, and once it will run next time it will also remove the emoji itself. But now we have fully functioning Twitter bot that is running from the variables, the words that we have given, the topics. It now sends them to ChatGPT. ChatGPT generates our tweet, and after generating the tweet, it automatically pushes it to Twitter with the keywords, the 4 keywords that we have specified. As you can see, 3 minutes ago, I posted the first one, 2 minutes ago the second one, a minute ago another one. So this already had 5 views, 4 views, and let's do a refresh. 5, 10, 8. So this is how you can grow your audience if you are a busy person that does a lot of things daily. For example, I do a lot of things daily: video creating, researching new things to add in videos, new ways how to create a better videos. So I don't have the time to post each day or each minute. Therefore, I will allow this beautiful tool to do it. Now let's click on this one, and I think I will add it to go each, I don't know, let's go like each 45 minutes. If it goes 45 minutes, well, I see the limits. Let me quickly check. 45 divided by 24 hours and divided, oh, sorry, it will be once an hour divided by 24 hours by 30, let's take 31 days. It's not always 31, it will be 744. So I think I will not reach the 1000 in this one. So let's use for each 45 minutes. Let's turn the schedule on. And now we can click here, save our changes, and see that our API is ready to fully work. It's already like posted it automatically to see if it's working. Here you can follow your history and also see if it failed, why it failed, and here you can follow your usage. And if you go to your home page, also here you can see your usage. Here I have used only 2% of my allowed monthly limit, 1000. How much data I have transferred, as if we use pictures or some media, then of course the data transfer will grow much faster, but plain Twitter text, our data transfer will not grow and go over this if we stick to 1 hour. Even we can go like half an hour, I guess, and we will still not exceed. We will reach the limit, but not go above it. What happens when you reach the limit? Then it just stops posting you the content. It will fail, and you will see in your scenario that at this point it's already failing. So yeah, this is how you get a Twitter bot that posts tweets. Please use it wisely. Don't abuse the system. Don't do bad things. Don't publish bad things. Don't do bad things so the Twitter or make.com doesn't ban this function for us busy users. Thank you for watching. I will be very glad if you click on the like button, subscribe button, and well, stick for the new videos, as new content this year will be a lot of interesting things coming out, so stay tuned, don't miss them. Thank you, bye bye.